Hello everybody, here is Lucas once again. And if you were about to ask me just at the beginning, what am I drinking is a green tea. Just I'm drinking that in terms with a ginger. Sometimes I drink ginger, sometimes I drink green tea because that's what I do for a good sleep. That's my routine. That's what habitual thing is for my evening, I would say a casual thing. And our body loves habits and customs, some kind of traditions that we do every day, like regularly, daily basis, day after day. Our body loves being regular in something, eating the same food, drinking the same drinks, having a good sleep at the same time, so going to your bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, just routine. That's a keyword here, because having a routine is extremely difficult and hard and also challenging for everybody to face, especially in the 20s and also 30s. I just mind if somebody have an argument with me that in your 20s it's easy to go to sleep. No, it's fucking difficult. Because in your 20s and in your 30s you have to work a lot, you have some kind of relationship issues, problems. I mean, this one you have for your whole life, but when you are in your 20s and 30s, that's the most significant for you, so you want to have it stable, yes, and your hormones are releasing, yes, are being released actually very much highly on a high percentage. So testosterone, estrogens, and everything is being produced so massively that you don't know what's happening with your life very often. Yes, so going to sleep, it's not a small deal, it's a big deal. So drinking green tea and a ginger is helping you a lot. And it's not about green tea, it's not all about green tea and ginger, it's just about having some kind of routine that your body is getting used to, and it's got used to finally and eventually, and that your body knows that you will go to sleep after that, exactly after that. So for example, if I have sex every day at 10 p.m. and just after sex I go to sleep at 10:45, so quarter to 11, my body is then the most relaxed and prepared to sleep. And if I don't go to sleep, it's going to be a big surprise for my body, which will be a struggle, right? It will bother my body, because then the other day it will be the same thing, and my body will say that, oh, but yesterday you didn't go to sleep at this time and you didn't have sex. Yeah, so right now I don't have sex every day, of course, but if I do, I'm telling you, just exemplary routine, right? So the same thing with the green tea, which I actually do have every day, or a ginger. That's about a hot drink what I have, because this one I can have every day. Sex, I unfortunately don't have every day, right? But make a routine which is actually sticking you to the point to do something. For example, before reading, you do something, you sit down on the same seat. So for example, here, you sit down like every time at the same place, the same spot you choose, and you go reading. The same if you want to listen to the podcast or something, your brain is used to that, you're listening to that in the car, so you're most focused in the car. Your brain is getting used to the things in some different way than you maybe think, because the environment of doing the thing is very crucial here, is significant, is important, is a key thing, a key factor to comprehend the new knowledge, to obtain new information, or maybe some pieces of advice that are being given by somebody on YouTube or in some other podcast. Trust me, make the environment first, and then let's get your job done. Make the environment first, and then work, then read, then maybe study or do something, The same with sleep. Once again, you make the environment, so you make your routine, you brush your teeth, have a hot shower, for example, because hot showers or hot baths are better when it comes to going to sleep, rather than the cold showers, which are better in the very beginning of the day. And then you do that, right? The same when it comes to eating habits. Yeah, you eat breakfast every day at 9 o'clock, right? 9 a.m. It's perfect. That's a routine for your body. Your stomach is already prepared that it will have a food, right? The same then is going to be, I don't know, 1 or 2 p.m. And you are prepared once again that you are going to have a food. If you don't have a food, it's going to be a huge astonishment for your organism, for your stomach. Oh my God, what's going on here? I don't have a food. It's 2 p.m. already. I should have a food and I don't have it. So where is my food? And that's why routine is very important here. And maybe it's boring, but there is a magic trick here that routine doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be boring at all, because you can change these things in between. For example, you do sport in the morning, but what sport do you take up? Maybe you go climbing on the wall, yeah, on a climbing wall. Maybe you go running, maybe you go to a gym, some different sport, right? So then it's going to be very comprehensive development, yeah, which is the most beneficial for our body, the most comprehensive one. So the first thing here that I'm going to tell you is just to prepare your body to any activity you want to take up. Prepare, so let's build an environment, create it, and get used to that, and have fun, because that's very important, to have fun from it. Okay, somebody can tell me, oh, but I'm scrolling social media on the sofa, that's my rest, that's my relax. No, it's not your relax. It's overstimulating your brain. You're over fucking stimulated. Lying on the sofa and what? Watching reels, sending to what? To your friends. Ha ha ha, oh my God, that's so real. That's so fuck. Oh, that's fuck the truth. Yes, that's so real. And you're sending the messages, the reels to your friends and you're just approving to one another. Oh, that's so real. Yeah, my girlfriend is doing that. So, yeah. Oh, this one is also true for my girlfriend, yes? Oh, my girlfriend is doing that too, yeah? Or my boyfriend is doing that too, yeah? Blah, 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 blah. Stop doing that shit. Let's make in yourself a huge change and just have another pleasure from life. Because that's at the beginning only is unpleasant for you. That's uncomfortable only at the beginning of the story. Only at the beginning of the journey is unpleasant. Some things like that. Look at your screen time. That's very important. If you have above 4 hours, change it. If you have above 3 hours, change it. It's really relevant, your screen time, for your eyes, for your brain, not to overstimulate your brain. And the blue light is fucking distracting your whole body. Yeah. So that's very important here. Most of the people don't recognize the difference between getting pleasure and have a real pleasure. Because you get pleasure just for some time, for a couple of minutes, for a few minutes, by scrolling reels, scrolling TikToks, watching YouTube. Yeah. This YouTube is like totally another story, because a lot of people are watching YouTube and they think that they are doing even something productive, right? Because, oh, I'm watching some self-improvement channel like this one I'm trying to have, right? But okay, it is beneficial for you, but only if under any other circumstances, only if you take this knowledge and put it to the practice, to the real life, that you will take advantage of all these pieces of advice that you were given in all of these videos, all of these self-improvement pieces of advice, some nutrition advice, or gym kind of advice, whatever advice, knowledge advice, medical advice. Only if you put it into practice in the real life. Yeah. You look at all of these people around. You look at social media. How can you be happy with yourself? How can you be happy with yourself if you look at somebody who is 19, you're 26, and you are broke, and he's a fucking millionaire because of what? Because you don't know what. You don't know why. You don't know where he is. You maybe don't know his real name even. Right? And what's bad about social media is that we are scrolling it fucking everywhere. In your work, on your sofa, in the bedroom, on the toilet. You're scrolling everywhere. So how can your brain can get used to reading a book on the armchair, your favorite armchair, if you're scrolling the mobile phone there? How can you get used to some activity doing somewhere if you have scrolled your mobile phone fucking there? Can you tell me that? You're not, it's not about multitasking. Your bedroom is just about to sleep. That's what the bedroom is. That's what the name of the bedroom is. Bedroom. There is a bed, you're sleeping there. You're not scrolling your mobile there. It's not about scrolling your mobile, it's about sleeping. The same thing is about living room here. You are reading book here, you're having fun with your friends, with your wife, with your kids, or maybe with your friends, once again. And if you are used to scrolling your mobile phone in a toilet, in a living room, in a kitchen, while eating, while cooking, in your bedroom, so how can you be used to do some productive things for you in these rooms at home? How can you be used to? How can your brain can force itself to do push-ups on the floor if you are fucking used to sleeping here and before sleeping scrolling for 2 or 3 hours? For good 2 hours before sleeping, how can you be used to stand up and maybe do some push-ups? You will not do these push-ups if you're fucking used to scrolling your mobile here. Maybe you have even problems with pooping, with shitting. The whole society will have problems with shitting because we will not be able to focus on shitting. We are focused here, yes? What are we doing here on your mobile phone, yes? Maybe we will have a sixth thumb here. Maybe, because the evolution is the evolution. We were monkeys in the past, right? So why can't we have a sixth thumb in the future? We will have a sixth thumb. But at least I will be able to handle this cup with one more finger, with my sixth thumb here. Yes, so it's going to be another skill. And maybe during the fingering your girlfriend, you will be able to put one more finger into a pussy. Sorry, but how can you so much destroy your environment, your home? I'm not telling you not to use your mobile in the bus, but it's better to read a book there. But your environment here at home, that should be environment of your self-improvement. Make some space for reading, for listening, for watching, for pooping, for pissing, for silence, for calm, for sleep. That's why you have problems with everything, with focusing on little things, with learning, with studying. That's why. Because you can't create the proper environment. Because that's, okay, I have a book here, and I'm putting this book just next to me on a toilet. And there's going to be a higher probability that I'm going to take that book and start reading that, right? Show of hands, a new view of addiction. We are long overdue for a new perspective. Yeah, I'm going to read the book. Maybe it's more likely to happen rather than this book. It's going to be in the shelf, somewhere in the shelf, closed, hidden. You will scroll mobile phones, right? Put your book above your toilet, yeah? Make an environment to do that. And don't destroy your environment. That's what I'm going to say in this very evening. Oh yeah, I have to relax with this green tea. And so do you. Make a ginger. Or a green tea. Have a nice evening.